From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
70 Rangers, 70 Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now back to throw. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Bowers. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They'll go again with Steele. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
3rd and 4.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
On 1st down, here's Steele. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Come on. Hey. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll take this up to the 30, the gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Chiefs at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
He'll take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3
Let's
at
go.
the 23-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles. 60. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
He's out of bounds.
So the completion good for just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
And it's second
Brings
down.
up second and 7.
Get it.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Trap 60. Trap 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Mahomes going to hand this off to Steele.
And he'll take this one for about 4 to the 40.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Steele once more.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3. Straight ahead, Steele. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On the give, it's Steele. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44 now, here's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is third and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now the first carry here for the running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ready up.
Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow, yellow.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 3rd down, it's Steele.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Jeanty.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them a 1st down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Hold it ready.
Vegas, 1st down.
18, 5 in, 2.
And the Las Vegas
Bronco
1st
80,
down.
Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready? Ready, ready.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown.
Brock Bowers,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked.
I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And 4.
Yellow.
They'll hand it to Steele.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Come on.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Let's go.
The run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
70 Rangers, 70. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
On the give, Genty.
Past the 20. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
26 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
They'll try the jet sweep with Thornton. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready. 70s.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers,
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
and the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Raiders 23, Chiefs nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Yellow.
Running right, here's Steele.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Yellow.
They'll run. Steele.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
On the ground is Steele.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
65, Jack. 65. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Steady.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now a handoff to Genty.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here. Allen here on the screen.
Down the right sideline. He may go. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 58 yards.
Raider, first down. 1st and goal at
60
the
by
5-yard
6.
line.
They'll set up to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Ready up.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Ready up.
On again, Genty.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Now a toss, left side, Genty.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Bronco 80.
On first down, it's Genty. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Second down and 6 now.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Stretch the Eagles. Ready.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they're spotted at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
The carry here for the big tight end. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Michael Mayer.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop. Second and 9.
Yellow.
They'll go again with Steele.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Down the sideline he goes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They'll begin on the ground with Steele. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it